Ever thought how successful people get successful? Ever thought about how people work to a certain degree where they're like 10x productivity? Okay, in this section of Tony's Talks, okay, I'm Tony Rice of Yarm Martial Arts, yeah, Chief Instructor. And if you just popped onto our videos today, thanks, hope you stay and listen. If you're a regular, great to see you back. But basically guys, what do I mean by why successful people are successful and how can they get 10x? Basically it's in their planning stage. That's how they do. They plan it and then execute. Now I spoke previously on different Tony Talks, and you probably see down the side here that you can go to any of our Tony Talks at any time you want to have a look to see what we've already spoke about in being productive and being successful. Now, just a quick background guys, those who are not too sure about us or about myself, Tony Talks was created through our martial art classes, what we used to call mat chats, and basically what actually happened was the Ninja Tots, our little group, and our Karate Kids called it Tony Talks, and that's how it evolved basically. We would talk about more motivational stuff, about how to be limitless and how to push themselves at a young age and taking responsibility. It's all up to you. Now basically guys, planning, let's get back to that question. Okay, in the planning stage, yeah, most people like I for a holiday would plan the holiday, and we're going to go at this particular time. Then we would look for a holiday, and the holiday they decided it's fantastic. Now can we buy flights? Can we look at this? Does it do this? Does it take us to the result we can? What do we need? And you plan it all the way back. Now, in a previous video I mentioned about planning from the start and working your way back. That's great for the short term. What if it's a long term goal? I like highly successful people do, highly productive people do. They look at the long term strategy. Now how can we write a plan up that's going to be successful and that we can go to all the time? Now one of the ways is actually think about a few years ahead, maybe 3, 4, 5 year goal, and actually decide, for instance, we might decide we want to plough our lifestyle after 4 years. Where do we want to be? How much finance do we want? What house do we want to live in? What car do we want to drive in? What type of lifestyle do I want? Do I want to go on holiday? Do I want to what? So that basically gives you that framework. Okay, then the idea is obviously goals you work backwards, but it's already putting timelines in. But what about a plan to execute? How do we go about that? Simply guys, it's this: you plan from the very beginning and you have your goal. Now you know you've already done the plan of working backwards roughly. Now you've got the plan, you've got your timeline, but what do we have to do to get to the next stage? So we're breaking it down into smaller chunks. Now this is where highly successful people do it and unsuccessful people don't. The difference is they will put it in their diaries in advance. They won't think about it, they'll just put that little stage in. Okay? For instance, you want to build an online store or online business. Yeah? You firstly have to come up with the idea. Okay? Who's it for? What niche are you going for in that regard? Yeah. What's the copywriting? You need to do the research of your competitors. You know, who's successful in that company. So you've got to work that out. Then, okay, what are the two? Once you've done that and you've got the basis of where you want to build and how long it's going to take you and where you want to be financially, you now then have to write it down. Okay, what content we're going to have, what we're going to talk about, how we're going to do. That's in that planning stage. Then we come to the plan to action stage, where it's right. First, I need to build a website. Okay, or the platform. Okay, what platform am I going to use? I'm going to use YouTube. I'm going to use Instagram. I'm going to use Twitter. So you have to research that. What do I feel comfortable with? Do I prefer to be talking like this on video, or do I want to do little cinematic drawings or whatever, or do I just want to speak with slides? So basically guys, you've got to find out what that is. So you slot that in. Okay, what do I need? Well, I need to create a YouTube channel. Just for instance, we decide to go on video. We decide to create our own channel, just similar to this YouTube channel. We have to go onto YouTube. We have to create our own account. We have to understand what YouTube does. Then we have to shoot our first video. Then we have to put it up. Then we've got to sort of like, how do we look at the analytics? What do we need to look for? So we need to go and get advice, where we're going to go for advice. So you've got to get that expertise. So all these jobs can be put in advance through your diary, so you know it's down. So when you come up to a day, because at the end of the day guys, as you develop something new, you might be in a full-time job. You're not going to be able to do it all in the straight day unless you're willing to work all night. but you still need the structure of what you're going to do and what you're going to aim for. Okay, it's called 10x, guys. 10x progressivity. You hear it quite a lot on the internet, but simple terms. There's a lot more into it, guys. But in the simple terms, that's how you would do it, and how you would drive where you want to be, and to get to very creative and very productive as fast as possible to achieve anything in your life. I hope that simple explanation of how to be productive gives you the framework. Obviously, there's a lot more guys out there who have got some great programs out there, some lifetime coach, life skill coaches and business coaches, whichever you want to go. Have a good look around, guys. Some really good guys on the internet, and girls as well. But basically, that gives you the framework, and it's a simple framework. But all you've got to do is like the video along these guys. There's a video in there amongst this lot talking about lifetime goals. So if you want to go and have a look, just go and have a look. But for the time being, guys, thanks very much for listening. I hope that was education. You took something away from it. Drop us a line anytime you want, guys. Okay, using this channel. But take care, guys. All the best. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you want to see the previous video, just simply click that one. And if you want to see the playlist of Tony Talks, press that one. And if you want to subscribe so you get all the videos from Tony Talks and all the other various videos we put up on our channel, on Yarm Martial Arts channel, just simply subscribe. Thanks very much for your time, guys. Have a great day. All the best.